Hey there, peace, light, and love. My name is Kristen with a D for those that aren't familiar with me, and welcome or welcome back. This particular is for air signs. I will say that my kids are waking up, so hopefully I can get through this pretty quickly. Heads up though. This video is for air signs. So if your sign, your sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, any sign that you are kind of doing work in right now is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, this video would likely resonate with you in some way. I do like to remind all of us that we are sharing space here. We're all on our journey. The intention here is for encouragement and for guidance when we're seeking guidance. So I do expect and request that anyone who's tuning in remains respectful. Respect me, respect the community, respect the space here. You're welcome to your own. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. Nobody's telling you what to think or how to feel about any of this, to be honest with you. You are welcome to leave comments. You're welcome to ask questions. And you are welcome to reach out to me at any time. And I will make myself available as long as Spirit leads. All right, we're going ahead and get started here. I've already cleansed the deck. So it's not a tarot deck, just for the record again. But I thank you, Creator, for being with us. I thank you for creation. I thank you for this time of sharing space. I thank you, holy angels, divine angels, for your protection and your guidance and your overall provision. And I thank you, holy ancestors, for your protection, for your connection, for provision, for being our first line of defense and offense. I ask that you would provide the message that us air signs need in this moment, and I receive it with gratitude. Ashe, man, and so it be. I do want to say that whatever you pick up as you're on your journey, whether it feels good or not, you receive it or release it with gratitude, because if it crossed your path, it crossed your path for a reason. And there was a learning opportunity there. That was a tool that you could have picked up on, whether you kept it in your toolkit or whether you learned that it didn't serve you. So gratitude is extremely key on this journey, and I do feel led to say that. Gratitude will change your whole life just by simply being grateful, by simply, and not just, yeah, thank you. Like, no, sincerely taking the time to see the benefit of every experience in your life typically draws in abundance. It draws in prosperity. It draws in peace. It draws in protection. You draw in the energy that you okay. You draw in the energy that benefits you the most. And when you release things with gratitude, you make room to bring in, to draw in more stuff that's beneficial to you. The card that came out while I was shuffling says mind focus. Mind focus, which is like pretty straight up connected to our air energy, because air energy focuses on logic and analyzing, and air energy tend to be in their head. We tend to be in our heads a lot. Us air signs tend to be in our heads a lot, and this particular card is calling for us to focus our energy. Air signs tend to doubt a lot, mainly because we see the duality in everything. You know, Gemini being the twins, Libra being the scales, Aquarius being the water bearer. So Aquarius actually providing water, water being intuition and emotions, Aquarius analyzing intuition and emotions and spiritual matters more so than feeling them and experiencing them. It's like I have it, but I have it here. It's like a double-edged sword for all three signs, and it's really beneficial at times, but it can also cause a lot of instability in thinking. It can cause you to be all over the place. And in this particular card, you see a couple of wheels here. You see the enlightenment, you see the sky, which does represent air energy completely. But you also see this person focusing on their divine connection with themselves and the divine, even in the midst of stuff that's happening around them. Okay. There's always movement, everything, energy, like everything is energy and energy is always moving. You have to get it. You've got to get it together. You've got to center yourself. You've got to focus on what it is that you're intending to do. I will share that yesterday a situation came up where I've been pretty focused on a couple of particular projects, and I just got the strongest desire to go and do something that has nothing to do with what it is I'm working on. Has nothing to do with what it is that I'm focused on manifesting, or however you want to put it. And I got up yesterday morning and like I literally had to pull myself together because my mind was constantly trying to justify why I should go and do this thing, while also trying to justify why I shouldn't go and do this thing. And it was just a seesaw. And I was just like, I got stuff to do. And while I'm sitting here trying to decide whether or not I should go and do this, I'm wasting time. And so I had to ground myself. I went and I got in the tub. I went and I put essential oils in my tub and I just got still. I submerged myself in water and I released what did not serve me. And in that time in the water, I had to understand, or I came to the understanding and the acceptance that although I can see the benefits of me going to do this thing, this random thing that has not been anywhere on my radar in months now, I can see the benefits in doing it. The reality of it is, long term, it would not serve me to take my focus off of my intentions, even if this would feel good for a moment. Even if this would bring me some temporary gratification, even if I'm tired of working and I'm tired of focusing and I'm tired of constantly doing and going, and this right here would just be like a little bit of leisure time for a moment, and it would just, if I just like, no, now is not the time for that. And I had to refocus my energy. And once I got out of the tub, I was in a much better space. All right. Once I got out of that tub, I was able to focus on what was important for the day. All right. And in that, I know that I attracted more peace, more prosperity, more abundance, more protection because I remained on my path. I stayed true to myself. And even though part of myself wanted that, that wasn't a part of myself that I'm nurturing right now. Air signs, you have to understand that you are more than your brain. You are more than your logic. You are more, like I had to check in literally with all parts of my body. Physical body, why do we want this so bad? Mental body, why do we want this so bad? Emotional body, why do we want this so bad? Spirit, do you even want this at all? Like, My spirit didn't want me to do it at all. It would not have benefited me emotionally to step away from what it was I'm focused on right now. My mental body, my air body could justify both sides of it. Like, you've been working really hard. It would benefit you to step away for a second. However, you've been working really hard and you still haven't accomplished what it is you're trying to accomplish. It's not time to step away and go and find gratification somewhere else right now. You find gratification in completing the task that's in front of you. Okay, physical body. We just want to feel good. We're tired of you working. We're tired of, we just want to step away and take a break. Okay, physical body needs a break. This particular method of breaking is not going to be beneficial. Let's cut on some music and let's dance with the kids for a second. When I got out the tub, I did take a moment to stretch and to kind of loosen up because I was feeling a little stiff, to be honest. Let me find a way that would be beneficial to serve my physical body, because this particular energy that's drawing at me is not going to be beneficial right now. Okay. Again, my air side of me, my mental side of me did justify stepping away. It also justified me staying focused. Air energy, the duality in it. I had to make a choice. My spirit, my emotion, my physical body wanted to step away. But look, we don't have to do that in order to make you feel better. We can do something different. You have to be intentional in what it is you're doing with your life. You have to be intentional with your energy. You have to be intentional with your time. You have to be intentional with your space, with who you share space with what you do in your time of sharing space. If you're one that gets so tired of working and focusing or being stressed out and you like to sit and scroll Facebook, you're not benefiting your body or your mind or your spirit nor your emotions by doing that. But you do somehow convince yourself that this is better than thinking about what I've been thinking about. Okay, you have to be intentional in giving yourself what's beneficial. So maybe instead of scrolling Facebook and getting lost in that scroll, you go and listen to a podcast. Podcast doesn't require you to do anything but listen. Sit back, close your eyes, let it go. All right, go and cut on some music and kind of be lost in the music. Go and open yourself up to creative expression. That came out the other day. You open yourself up to creative expression. It helps you to release like what is really not serving you. It helps you to identify what is going on inside of your head. You have to get out of your head, because we have the tendency to be in our heads. I'm an air sign. I understand the struggle. But being in your head and being stuck in your head when stuff is all over the place and not focused will not benefit you in making decisions. It won't benefit you in moving forward. One thing about air signs is we do struggle to make decisions. We tend to be indecisive. Geminis, Libras, and Aquarius have the tendency to be indecisive because we see so many different options and we don't want to choose the wrong option. Okay? You have to make a choice. You are a logical being by nature. You have to tap into the facts in order to make a decision that is going to be beneficial to you. Yes, it would have benefited someone else for me to step away yesterday as well, but guess what? I can't worry about this other person. I needed to focus on what was going to be best for me. Sounds very selfish. But if I'm not okay, any and everything that I'm connected to is impacted by my not being okay. So to do things that would negatively impact everything and everyone around me just for my own temporary gratification, that's selfish. We've been programmed to look at selfishness and selflessness as Like, it's backwards. We've really got it backwards. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. Taking care of yourself is actually you being selfless, because you identify the fact that if you're not okay, or if you are okay, that has a direct impact on the work that you're doing, the people that you come in contact with, the children that you're rearing, the everything. And when you care about your environment, when you care around the people, when you care about the people surrounding you, you do your best to be your best. And in order to do that, you have to focus. You have to know what is priority. You have to know what is intended for you. And you have to be willing to make a decision and stick to that decision. Again, yeah, I have been working really hard lately. And I am kind of, so what can I do that would be beneficial to me? What could I do that would not take away from the people around me? I could step outside and connect myself to nature for a second. That'll give me more energy versus getting completely off task and going and doing something that really won't benefit me. I can take the kids outside. Let's go walk to the mailbox. Let's go do that. Takes a few minutes out of the day versus taking on a task that might take a few hours and probably drain me emotionally, physically, mentally. And my spirit didn't want me to do it in the first place, so my spirit is going to be vexed after I go and do this thing over here. Like, no, focus on what's important. Know yourself holistic. I had to know myself to know my spirit ain't rocking with this. This is all physical. But I knew myself well enough to know that. And I was able to make a decision based off of what was going to be beneficial for me holistically. So air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, you are being encouraged. We are being encouraged to focus our minds. We can be all over the place. Good rising. We can be all over the place. It is time for us to center ourselves and to remain focused if we're going to accomplish the task that we have set out to accomplish. Until next time, be sure to visit the YouTube channel, like, share, and subscribe. You can also reach out to me if you have any questions or if you just want to talk about anything in general. Give me 1 second, baby. I told you, babies are up, and it's time for me to step away from this for a moment so that I can give attention where attention is needed. So until next time, my name is Kristen with a D. Peace, light, and love.
Peace and love.